We cannot depend on the market to correct itself or on trickle-down economics to fix the negative economic effects of this virus. The government must move to ease the pain and suffering this pandemic is expected to inflict on the Bahamian people. We recommend the following to the government of the Bahamas: that we ensure that water supply to consumers is not disconnected, and those that are connected are reconnected without delay. We must institute or enhance a framework that provides access to credit for small and medium-sized enterprises, and we must ensure that businesses have access to the liquidity that they need to ensure their survival in the short and medium term during this pandemic. The central bank should engage in discussions and analysis to determine whether monetary policy tools should be used. Specifically, the merits of interest rate reductions should be explored. Fiscal policy should be considered insofar as it can provide relief to businesses and individuals, spur economic activity, and incentivize employment. This may include tax incentives to business owners to retain staff, tax breaks particularly on islands such as Grand Bahama, Abaco, and Ragged Island, tax reductions with a specific consideration on reducing the VAT rate in the short to medium term. Fee waivers and VAT holidays should also be considered. Implementation of job programs with subsidized wages by the public sector in conjunction with the private sector should be explored. The provision of food vouchers for those in need should also be strongly considered. The National Insurance Board should anticipate an increase in unemployment and ensure that the necessary resources are in place to address an increase in claims. The government should also prepare an emergency fund package to assist unemployed persons. The government should engage with the Clearing Banks Association to consider mortgage and loan relief for businesses and persons impacted by the economic fallout for an initial 3-month period, subject to be reviewed based on global conditions. Incentives should be provided which reduce the cost of travel to and accommodation within the Bahamas. This may include suspending departure and hotel taxes for a defined period of time. Domestic tourism and island hopping should be encouraged, with promotions being targeted at Bahamian residents. We should also provide funding to ensure that contract workers are able to take sick leave without fear of not being compensated. This will discourage them from going to work when they are sick and therefore spreading the illness. We must remove VAT from health insurance and health care services to reduce the cost of medical care during this crisis and encourage persons who are sick to seek medical attention. Mr. Prime Minister, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.